you guys what Miles does?
Oh man, we feed up Miles, and he comes out. He does that every single day, rushing the passer, getting to that quarterback, and just causing havoc for us in that back. When we got Miles up there making plays like that, it makes everybody else's job easier.
You guys building off of what you did last year. He's coming now off the reigning defensive player of the year. What's next for him?
I know he's, and I know he's working. Chase him and continue to be great right along with him.
You guys kind of came Miles the year before. You guys kind of came in together as young guys. That transition to veteran made you feel?
I don't feel old personally. It is crazy the time. That's why I be telling him all the time. Like, time be flying, man. Like he just said, feel like I've been here for a year. I believe it is, but just growing with Miles organization, it's been fun, and just looking to keep it going and keep building and achieving our goals.
How much urgency you guys get, quote unquote, older?
Urgency. Yeah, I mean, it's always urgent. You want to win every time you step out there on the field. So, I mean, that's the goal. You want to win the day, win the practice. It's always urgent to get a win.
Kevin jokes about how Myles Garrett races.
Say this one more time.
Coach said yesterday how Myles raised his hand, how he wanted to be involved in the new kickoff rule.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Myles out there. Kickoff. I'm looking forward to that.
I know that it's not your skill players. The whole idea of it has completely changed. Would you ever want to be involved in it?
I want to be involved in whatever phase I'm willing to go out there and do it. So whatever help us win the game.
Emerson, he seems to be soaking up everything he can from you. You've worked out with him, right?
Yes, actually, we're off-season, so he actually came and trained out and stayed with me. He lived with me, and we worked out every single day together, and was just working our techniques and everything, lifting and getting better. So he's been
in his third year. His development,
talent, physical. The capability of achieving a lot of things in this league, being an all-pro type of player and a number one corner.
And so we've seen it during practices. Coach, you'll you guys off to the side and you're able to watch clips in practice film session.
Right.
Just how helpful is that to you guys?
Yeah, it's helpful. So like I said, we go through the plays out there on the field, and if it's up on or well on, we go back and watch it real fast on the film. Up on there and what we could do better and what we see and what he sees.
Why was it your idea or Martin's idea for him to go forward?
That's a good question. I think it was kind of both. Like I may come out and train with me or stay with me, anything. You could come and do that, and he took that on, and he said he want to come stay with me and train me out there.
So was he the only one?
Out in Florida. Yeah.
What do you think you taught him, or what do you think he learned from being with you all the time?
Oh, I think you have to ask him that. But I mean, I just try to set example work and just I don't know, just being together, camaraderie and chemistry, like we talk about all the time. But just try to set a great example and just be myself.
Denzel, I have two real quick questions for you. Number one, some of your teammates for, I know Deshaun's going to do another one of those and be part of that with them like you kind of were last year. But
like the football camp?
yes, during the break. So just wondering if that and then I have another.
So I don't think as of right now we have anything locked in yet, but there has been talks though about coming together and doing things like that.
Did you feel like coming out here and being there? You guys were the number one defense last year, but you have a tougher road ahead this year with all the quarterbacks you're going to be facing,
Right.
and I mean, you sort of you got to elevate your game. And
Yeah,
take it up.
definitely. I mean, we got a saying. Everything, and so like even coming out here for OTAs and minicamp, that all makes a difference, and so we definitely don't take none of they got a tough road ahead, but I think we'll be prepared for it.
We talked to you in April. You're like, gotta have zero back. How happy are you that he three or four for you three in that secondary together? For you three?
Yeah, man, I'm so excited to have Greg back, and man, Greg's a special player. Like I call Greg. He gets position, makes a lot of calls, communicates. He's a talented player. He's the #1 corner, I believe, as well. Able to lock guys down on his respective side of the field, and just having a or put guys in different positions, play inside or outside, is a great ability.
Denzel, I know, kind of going back to doing stuff over the break. I know Darius Slay and some other cornerbacks have been talking about kind of like a DVU or something.
Yep.
Have you talked to cornerbacks about doing something like that across the league, and what's the chance that might happen?
Yeah. Talk to them as well as coming and creating a camp like that, or doing a unit mission like that, like the tight ends doing all those guys. But I definitely coming with guys like that, like a Slay or whoever it may be, and just pick their brain.
One of the things that Jim talked about as an area of focus for you guys was red zone defense. As you guys have gone through and done a lot of what's kind of like the focus there for you guys as a defense?
Executing on time, I think, is the biggest thing, and not letting those guys catch the ball or run the ball inside and scoring points in that red zone field, and get the ball back to our offense.
Y'all good?
Have a good day.
How are you?
So Myles, you
Am I going to be a part of it?
Yeah.
If need be. Well, my name is called. Out there.
What can you provide on that?
Whatever we need. I'll return it. I'll go down there and smack something.
Being in the meetings and seeing everything and you guys practicing, like how much
It's definitely going to be a game changer more often than not. More, definitely. Everybody's going to be on their P's and Q's, and there are going to be some different strategies. But it's going to be a lot more exciting, and fans are really going to get a kick out of it.
So, Myles, as the reigning NFL Defensive Player of the Year, we used to always ask in the season, and you are the NFL Defensive Player of the Year. So, on that, what do you do this year? What are your hopes and dreams?
You know, God willing, can have last year, but, have everyone be healthy and go win the Super Bowl. That's only.
Denzel and Chief were talking about how it just doesn't feel that long ago that you guys were the young guys on the team.
Still a young guy on this team.
Yeah, you think?
Still a young guy on this team. Still a young guy.
How as you quote unquote get older, how does urgency increase chasing that ring?
Back when I was a rookie, just different. Understanding the moment, and understanding the guys we have in this room, taking all and realizing we have a special opportunity more than any other year, and it's kept my focus and increase the leadership we have around each room and in the building. So guys are really building together.
How have you changed in the last 7 years?
Have we changed?
You.
Oh, have I changed? Have I changed? I mean, grew my hair, cut my hair. Got a wristband. But really, it's just the mental aspect. I mean, physically, stay ready so I don't have to get ready. I've definitely changed some things with my diet and worked with different people and to help improve myself physically. Try to withstand the increase my endurance, but mentally, it's about always setting an example on and off the field, and that would, especially vocally. And now I think that's helped become the person that I am. And it took some leadership from other guys who have done it. Whether it was from this sport, this team, or from they've really helped round me out as a person, as a player.
From last year to this year, how much is that going to help, and how much do you feel like I know you're a big basketball playing with a guy like Jordan or LeBron or something. It takes time. I feel like it's going to benefit each other. That they have that experience playing with you, and you have that experience playing with them.
All up to those guys, and I'm not saying that any of them have. At least for me, I try to be as selfless as possible, have no ego, and go to guys and give my 2 cents, and also they're giving back their thoughts and their ideas and how they can improve. And everyone's different. What they need to get better on and off the field is different for every single person. And though we have a lot of consistency, we have a couple of new guys plays, and gonna help them and try to develop them in the culture. But I don't think there'll be any drop off or them having to really catch in stride. I think and understand the kind of urgency that we're playing with and that we're practicing with, we'll get along very quickly. And that consistency helps build a culture in which we've been wanting to build for a while now. But it also it's the same group of guys, most of the same group of guys, and we even worse last year.
Considering all the energy that you guys expended and everything you went through last year just to get back to the playoffs, the only way it went, how much does that stick and burn within you? And
I mean, I can't say how much it sticks with them currently, but it's always. That's the last taste of football that we all had, and apparent to everyone. And continue to keep it as motivation for myself. That we stepped out, we didn't get the job done. We fell short of our goals, regardless of the anything else that transpired. We fell short and we didn't complete the mission. So we have to lock back in. We have to circle the wagons and figure out how we do is get out here and know exactly what to do in every situation. P's and Q's.
Now, along those lines, you've fulfilled some personal goals now. When do you feel satisfied that your career has been what you
Never. And I might feel a little bit of satisfaction once we win one for Cleveland, but then there's always the next year. The body tells me it's time to hang them up. Until I stop having fun, to loving this game and wanting to be in here with my teammates, to all that fades, I'm gonna be in here and give my all, and just trying to do my best. And
a lot of great players and Hall of Famers who never win one. How important is it to your that you do win?
Don't care about legacy. I want it for the city. I want it for those guys in there. My legacy, it'll speak for itself. Said and done. But I want it for those guys because they deserve it. We and earn it by working hard, by putting in the time, getting up early, leaving late, and those kind of leaders every single day to really see that what we're doing. We want to show that we can sustain this for an entire year and build something special here.
Myles, your new position, 8 years. He said the other day he expects more out of you, and he said he believes that you expect the same thing. So, what would that look like?
Just more leadership, being more vocal. Being more inspired, whatever I can do. Being more, allowing a room for guys to themselves. We want more personality. We want more culture. There's so much more we can build on because we left so many plays out there. Looking at that, seeing that we could have been not only all time on defense, we have the guys to do it. Now it's just about doing more.
So, Myles, playing off of that, you talked about the continuity up front, and then the new D-line B this year.
A whole lot. I mean, we only have 1 year under job, and him having consistency up front, and with the defense, he's going to start dialing things up a little bit more. He took the ball a lot, and it was successful. But now, being able to change. It's really teams for a loop, and we're looking forward to really getting after guys and making some of the plays we missed.
Myles, you take on so many double teams, triple teams, and it's so physically taxing and demanding that sometimes, and maybe I'm wrong about this, but sometimes by the time you get into the last start date, wear on you a little bit, and maybe you don't finish quite as strong as you would like to. Something that is that a focus for you this year to try to finish super crazy strong, the same way you start?
Finish as strong as you start, or even stronger. And I think it's the second half of the season to double or to show more attention towards me, and that's when I have to dig deeper. I got to find something. My my fitness or my endurance, so I can to try those different moves, to break those double teams, to slide through, and to move to different positions on the front. But up all those singles, doubles, triples, that's when we see guys step up and come in the game who you wouldn't expect and make a name for themselves, and they get that spotlight. And we're looking forward to when those opportunities come, when they're doubling me, a player up front or a backer who's really going to make a name for himself.
Myles, Alex Wright is a young guy who with nice steps last season, and I know you've taken on your wing a bit. What do you expect from him?
I expect him to continue this growth and exponentially at that. I want him to continue to take it to another level. And I know he's been working on his weaknesses. He's wanted to add a couple more things to his and he's asking the right questions. He's working hard, and he's physically in better shape than he ever has been.
So far, I mean, he came in and he had some huge goals. Defensive of the year, and just wondering what do you think of his game so far in the addition of Mike?
I think he's explosive, and I think he's very attentive. He watches the game, and he's taking notes. Every time we're sitting down, he always he's already asking questions on what I'm thinking and how I'm cornering, and it's a good start. Already, asking, trying to get all those things. Joe had those things. In the preseason for me, what's my plan? How am I attacking this guy? What's different from him to the next guy? And something to into at this point.
Myles, you mentioned the legacy earlier. Mr. Well this morning. Your thoughts on that? I know you're a big basketball guy.
I mean, less than a year ago, around this time, spoke to us and love this message, and definitely wisdom. My condolences with the West family. I know he meant a lot. I know he meant a lot to our community out there, and it's the NBA and the NBA family, and prayers out for them.
If you remember that specifically,
I mean, he talked about the grit and the bonding that it takes to really get there. How much and really how much resilience it takes to weather an entire season and really make it to the end. But how much are you willing to take to get to where you want? We talked a little bit and all about ownership, but we'll skip that part.
You guys went to the Greenbrier last year, and coach did that was so that you guys could really work on the focus in on training camp. Are you looking forward to return trip, and how do you guys repeat the results together?
Attack it the same way. To continue to try to improve on where we missed out. Whether it was those moments of bonding, all the guys getting out of their rooms, talking through plays, walking through, talking about the game. At that moment, it's time to lock in. We're away for a reason. Take it as a work trip, not on vacation. Treat it like that. So having that mentality will be good in using that. Using that when we go on away games, like when we went to the West Coast last year, and we didn't have the success that we wanted to. Call back to home. What did it take us to get up and push ourselves through that? And that's where you'll find your success.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Myles.
Have a good break.